What's up, everybody? This is Heath from the Southern Fried Rod Shop. Gonna do an update on what I've been up to the last week or so. But first of all, before I get into that, I want to say thanks to everybody who liked and shared and commented on Summer and I's Halloween contest video that we just put up. Video was only 18 seconds, but man, I tell you, there's a lot of work for that 18 seconds. We had to do some work with our costumes and rehearsing our lines and getting over being camera shy. Had to put up with some bad weather there for a while and couldn't get out and really practice or anything or shoot the video, but we had a real fun time with it, and once again, thanks to everybody for the support on it. We really appreciate it. So I'm going to pan the camera down and show you guys what I've been up to. Alright, so I have a 53 Chevy that I'd actually started back in August after I watched Chris Chapman's rusting videos. Kind of was doing some practice on this one. I'd primered a few parts and kind of threw it back in the box. At that point in time, if you guys can remember, I was doing Chevy Truck Month. Me and Big Will over there. And just kind of put this one back in the box and forgot about it for a while. Over the weekend, last weekend, I pulled it back out. I've been working on the Sons of Anarchy diorama build and just wanted to kind of take a break from it. A lot of the stuff I'm doing is, you know, first time stuff, and it's a lot of trial and error, and just wanted to give myself a break on it. I didn't want to get burnt out. So started working on this stuff. I did build a, or I didn't build, but I painted up a rat bike to go with this car. And I'll show you guys that first. Once again, it is a die-cast bike, which I'm totally cool with that. It don't bother me if I don't, you know, I don't have to totally scratch build something, or, you know, it's not a kit. They do make the Harley kits you can put together, which I have a couple of them that I'd bought for the Sons of Anarchy thing I'm doing, but this one here I got at a flea market about probably a year and a half ago, and got it pretty cheap, and it's pretty detailed. It's I don't know what year it come out, but it's in the Arlen Ness bike series, if you know who Arlen Ness is. Now I sanded it down, did the rusting technique on it, added a few decals. I think it turned out pretty sweet. Got a couple skulls on each back saddlebag, got the rusting down there. A guy on Facebook mentioned, hey, you know, those saddlebags aren't metal. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's just the look I'm going for. So up here, we've got a Moon Eyes decal that I put on and weathered it up just a little bit. There on the fairing, if you could see, that is a Dr. Cranky decal I put on and weathered it up a bit. And, you know, didn't take me a whole lot of time just waiting for the layers of rust to dry up. And I just thought it'd be something cool to have to display with the car. Went with brass on the forks and on the handlebars as well. Sorry, let me get you back in frame. But yeah, I thought it turned out pretty killer. I mean, I love the stance on that bike. Pretty sweet. But let me know if you guys like it. Now on the car, I guess you could say I'm maybe 90% done with it. I have no idea what I did with the door handles. I've looked everywhere for them, can't find them. So I'm going to have to dig in the parts box sometime or another and hopefully find some door handles for this car. Missing that. I've got some touch-up work to do on the chassis. Put a layer of rust on the chassis, and I've got to go back and do some more work with it. Went with the Steelies and the white walls, of course. I put the antennas on this car because I just thought that looked pretty sweet. Back glass, well, focus, come on. You could see, there it is. That's a sugar skull. And that is one of those fingernail deals that women use. And found that at the Dollar Tree, actually. We were in there over the weekend looking around. And my wife actually pointed them out to me, and she was like, hey, those look like something you could use on your cars. So Really glad she noticed those, because I would have looked right past them. And like I said, picked them up, and there's another Sugar Skull on there I'm going to use. These little dogs, I'll probably use them. I don't know if I'll use any of the rest of it, but for a buck, couldn't pass up on it. Perfect scale for what I'm using, and the Sugar Skulls go really well with the rat rods. So that's pretty cool. If you guys are interested in that, they're at the Dollar Tree in the little women's section. And if your wife loves the Dollar Tree as much as my wife does, I'm pretty sure you'll run across them. I think my wife could probably spend every penny she has in that store. Loves it. But anyway, over here on this side, I've got a STP decal, another Moon Eyes decal on the back glass. I did put Future over this rust job just to give it that shine. I know I'm seeing some 1-to-1 cars that are doing the clear coat over the rust, and I think that looks pretty sweet. Got a few rust holes down here. Now with the chrome, I tried Chris Chapman's technique, and I know some other guys have mentioned it, where you just kind of spritz the red oxide primer on your chrome. Well, when I tried it on this one, I was too close and got too much of the primer on there, and didn't really look right. So I'd put all that chrome back in the box back then, and when I pulled it out over the weekend, I noticed it, and it just, you know, brought back to mind that I'd got too much on there. So I got to thinking, and what I did is I took a Q-tip and dipped it in some paint thinner and went over these high-lined areas. And to me, it looked a lot better than what I thought it would. It took away a lot of that over rust that I had and just left the rust in the little nooks and crannies. And to me, that looks a lot more realistic than the way I had it, for sure. But any other time I've rusted chrome hasn't turned out as well as this. You could see the speckles of rust, and on the real cars, that's very similar to what the rust looks like on them. So I'm proud of the way that turned out. Now on the hood here, there is some pinstriping, but my stupid self didn't realize with the orange decal it's going to blend right in with the rust, so really can't see it unless you're here. And then you got to look for it then. Alright, now the motor, the engine bay, everything is kind of just black and grungy. Motor's rusted out. It is wired. I doubt you'll be able to pick it up with all the darkness in there, but I did wire it up. So that's the engine bay. And interior wise, I dirtied up the interior. And what you see in the back there, that's the leftover piece of Mexican blanket I had that Will had gave me, and just kind of folded it over and put it in the back seat. Thought it'd add a little bit of something to the interior and go with the rat rod look. Steering wheel, went with a gloss red steering wheel. That's kind of what I've been doing lately, you know. Crusty vehicle, brand new steering wheel. It's kind of rat rod. But yeah, got a few little rust holes back here. There's the back of it. But thought this car turned out pretty sweet. I like it. But that's really my favorite style of vehicle anyway, is the rat rod. And just thought it looked kind of modern day rat. And it's going to be displayed with the bike. I've got a display that I'm going to work on for the both of those. And finish up my chassis detail, find me some door handles, and that one will be done. Let's see. Let me pause this and I'll show you something that I picked up over the weekend, and I'll tell you my plans for it. Alright guys, I'm back. Picked this kit up last weekend, and if you guys watch my channel, you know I don't typically build a lot of Fords. I have built some in the past. I've just always been a Chevy guy. You know, I love Chevrolets. But I'll build a Ford from time to time. And this one had been at Hobby Lobby for several weeks. And in my town, there's probably me and maybe one other guy that buys kits, because they keep the same thing all the time. But I picked this one up, and I've kind of got a couple of ideas swimming around. I'm thinking of either, you know, going with a flashy metallic paint job and making a gasser out of it. I've got some gasser parts left over from the 41 Willys, so I may go that route, or I may lower it and go with the Steelies and white walls and just do, you know, the typical rat rod or rockabilly look. I'm probably not going to rust this one out. I'll do just a clean paint job and maybe go with some of the pinstriping decals that it comes with. One more thing, it does come with a couple of extra little cool parts. I'll probably use this gas can here, oil cans, to put some stuff in the back of that rat rod truck like I was talking about when I built it, so I'm thinking of using it for that. Let's see, got a car jack, that's pretty cool, comes with a toolbox. I have no idea what those tube aerials are. I'm gonna have to look and see what where they go. Comes with, of course, the stock wheels, hubcaps, custom mirrors, rear fender skirts. Comes with a custom pleated roof. I don't think I'm gonna use that, but yeah, I don't know. Every time I'd walk by this kit, I just, you know, would stop and look at it, and it just kept calling me. So kind of working on sanding the body down and stuff. It's got a few issues. The chassis is all molded one piece, so I'll see what I can do with it. But you know, if anything, it'll be something different for me to build, and I'll have fun with it. I don't know if I'll work on this or work on the diorama. I'm not for sure, but I'll give you guys another update pretty soon. But until then, thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for the likes and shares and comments. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.